We are live. We are live. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Let me move this. I had to put over window earlier. How's everyone doing? All right. Yo, what's up? Getting your popcorn ready? Indeed. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing? What's up, chat? Just here for more Mephisto, huh? Is Daredevil in this episode? I don't think so. I know I used him on the thumbnail, but I actually don't think he's into like episode 7 or 8. I don't think they're going to have time for him in this episode, but we'll see. Maybe indeed. Are you okay? I am. Guys, I rap. Check out all platforms. Lucas, man, not the place to come and promote your rap project. Not that I don't think your rap project's probably really good, but no one's going to click it. No one's even going to see that comment. So finally an episode. Everything Always, man, hasn't watched yet. You got it. Finally one that's not on the pre-screeners. So regarding People versus Moon Knight, I don't know about that. Nice statues. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Still need to get a legit drinking game to help my hydration while watching She-Hulk. Yo, what's good? Love the work, man. Thanks, Alan. Hello from Arizona. What's going on? How's it going in Arizona, dude? So my theory, here we go. They're going to make Val or Scar Red Hulk. I don't think so. Man. Yo, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. El Choco. Hey, what's going on, Keith? How many episodes in She-Hulk? There are 9. This is episode 5. Chicken strips, good morning. In the USA. It is technically late at night. It's 2:08 a.m. This is still late night. Yo, brother Sparks from Naples, Florida. What's going on? Give me a shout out, please. What's going on? Kipton's Productions. How's it going, man? Good morning, Mike. Inner Mosaic. What's up, dude? What's up, Josh Allen and the Bills, dude? What is up with Josh Allen and the Bills? Look, I've watched a lot of football in my lifetime. All right. I've seen a lot of good teams. I've seen a lot of bad teams. I've seen a lot of bad Buffalo Bills teams. But we look really good. So fingers crossed we stay healthy this season. We can get it done. You have a Facebook? I don't use my Facebook too much. Better to follow me on Instagram at IamFires. Good morning from Greece. Good morning. Do you think that you're going to do Midnight Suns? Because the lineup is looking crazy, minus Wolverine. I do. What's the predictions for this episode? Not really sure. Love the posters of the big 3. Where did you get them? The posters of the big 3. Well, actually, there's actually in this series here, there's Spider-Man right there, and then there's Thor right there. And those are called the Alex Ross Shadows. Those are Gliche on canvas, and you can't get these anymore. There were 15 artist proofs done. I think there were maybe like 70 of this run total, but you can't find these. They're all gone. They done been gone. I think you can still find the Thor one. Where did you get the Avengers? I don't know which one, what you're referring to in here. I got everything in here. I got it at a different place. What kind of music are you into? I like post-punk, mostly the stuff I make, but also EDM. Hoping for Madison. I don't know if we'll get any more Madison. All Fire is my guy. She-Hulk aside real quick, bro. I got a question. What do you think about Phase 7 focusing on the mutants and we'll finally get many of my favorite? I just hope there's enough of the current MCU characters around so that the X-Men don't feel isolated the way they did over at Fox. Bill's Mafia, let's go indeed, man. Did you choke on water? No. If you guys can't figure out why I'm coughing, then I'll wait till you grow up and I'll explain it then. Good cocaine? No, I don't do drugs. The Sorcerer Supreme had to be in the series to give She-Hulk Daredevil phone number. Doubtful. How was the Bills game? I didn't end up making it. I didn't end up making it to the game. I had something going on Thursday night I had to take care of. Well worth it. Everyone's sick here in Washington State from the smoke. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Pass the blunt. I seriously want Mephisto and Mr. Sinister. I don't think we're getting either of those in the series. Yo, I'm stoned too. Well, I'm happy for those of you who are stoned. Good for you guys. Michelle Caldwell. I also live in Nebraska. Okay, guess you're just you're giving out your location here. Not sure if that's safe. I hope you guys are using VPNs. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they heard you were drunk, stock, so they put on episode 5. They were like, you know what we should do? Your man's drunk. Let's give him episode 5. So it wasn't gonna come out though if you didn't drink. So I'm really glad you did, bro. Because I was like, God, I really hope stock gets drunk. Best D23 reveal. You know, Matt, like I realized some people were super disappointed with the reveals, and I think it was a confluence of things. I told you all last year and for all of the announcements, even leading up to this year's SDCC, to just temper your expectations and not hope for a lot. And they did it so big at SDCC, it was like twofold. We thought they were going to follow that up with something bigger, and they didn't. If they hadn't gone so big at SDCC, we would have never told you all to expect more than that. But if you were in the room and you got to watch all the exclusive footage, the presentation felt a lot bigger than it did to people who are on the outside looking and who didn't get to see that footage. And I mean, I'm not saying that's y'all's fault. I'm kind of saying that's Marvel's fault because they should have known, you know. So I'm also very surprised we heard nothing about about Deadpool 3 or Deadpool or whatever they're going to call it. Really surprised, man. Kind of makes you wonder, like, of all those rumors about the discordance between Ryan Reynolds and what they want to do with the film at Disney, if there's some actual truth to that, because it seems like that would have been the logical thing to add on to the D23 announcement to like give it its own special thing, you know? Yeah, geeked. I see. Listen, I get why they do it. And if you're one of the people who are frustrated that they like I mentioned in both videos, if you're one of the people who are frustrated by the fact that they're showing it to media only, it actually makes like perfect sense. Okay. So the alternative to us not seeing them would be for you guys not to get to see them at all until they come out. But since they're doing live in presentations, they go ahead and drop this early look footage to the people who are there, right? And the media so they can talk about it. But the alternative is we none of us would get to see it. So don't look at it as only certain people got it. Look at it as some people got an early look that nobody would have gotten otherwise because they wouldn't. I mean, in some cases, it's clear the CGI is not done. So Werewolf by Night looked awesome, though. The trailer for that looks super, super dope. Scene between She-Hulk and Daredevil. I did see the scene between She-Hulk and Daredevil. He leans into he tells her he can hear everybody's heart beating, and then he leans in, uh, like insinuating that he might kiss her, and her heart rate goes way up. He also calls out. He's showing off a little bit. He's like, "There's 17 people in the room, 5 in the foyer, 3 in the hallway." She's like, "Superpower is this?" He's like, "I can just hear heartbeats." Use Logic Pro or Ableton. Everybody uses Ableton right now, but honestly, Skip Tosh, I was a old school Pro Tools guy for years. Pro Tools HD. You think we've seen a scroll yet on Disney Plus? Screenlight, I'll do you one better than that. What if Maria Hill's been a scroll since day one? Okay. Will Daredevil join the Avengers? Nope. And that anybody who took that interview out of context, he was definitely joking. He was like being sarcastic. Daredevil's never been an Avenger, I don't think. Fruity Loops. Shout out to the Fruity Loops. Who'd be the main villain in Thunderbolts? Great question. When will we see Jake Lockley? Probably Moon Knight season 2. I think you're right on Maria Hill. Yeah. Do you think Quantumania will have other heroes than the usual Ant-Man crew? Yeah, I do. Where's the Hulk? Probably headed to Sakaar. The Marvels power switching. The Marvels looked really fun. That movie's gonna get a ton of hate, like She-Hulk's been getting. But like I said in my video today, like it's pretty obvious that the haters aren't fans of the content in the first place. So it's just like easy for them to hate because they don't really care. And they're still gonna be around next summer when Miss Marvel comes out or the Marvels come out. So what is Shield doing in 2025? Who knows, man? Nope, closest thing he was in Defenders. I don't think he was in Midnight Suns either. No. A World War Hulk project, yes. He was a new Avenger, but by that point, it was doing something different in the storyline. I don't think he needs to be on the Avengers, but that doesn't mean like at the end of Avengers Endgame when he said, Avengers Assemble, there were plenty of heroes who all band together to fight together that weren't necessarily on the Avengers. So he recently found out that Charlie Cox is British. Yeah, it throws you off, right? Will Daredevil be in King Dynasty? Yes. Hello there. Good morning. Good morning. How was your last show? I'm not sure what you're asking, Omega. Gotta be honest, I just don't like what I've seen of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, but it seems like she was done dirty by the writing. Yeah. Will Daredevil be in King Dynasty? Second time asking that. Yes. Hey, everything always. What's your opinion on my channel? Well, I can't answer that now, and I'm going to remove that comment and let you know. Step one is you came in and asked for a shout out. You got one. Don't promote your channel on other people's channels unless I know you. You know, just good advice in general for the community, bro. Opinion on Emergency, awesome. I've said this before. I don't really watch any Marvel content anymore, or really even any film content, specifically because that makes it easier for me to make sure I'm not repeating anybody. It's like very much so human nature for us to parakeet each other, nature of language, but the best way for me to make sure that all my takes are my own and that I never repeat anybody is to never watch them in the first place. So where I, like you guys, used to consume a ton of Marvel content and a ton of film content in general, I pretty much don't watch that stuff anymore. I just, want to double check and make sure that like my thoughts are my own, my takes are my own. And if I never hear what anybody else says, then I never risk repeating them, you know? But Kipton, I might check it out later, man. I'll let you know. You really like Fortnite? I played some Fortnite tonight. Had a 12 kill win in solos, and I haven't played in like honestly a year. It felt pretty good. I spent so much money on Marvel skins. I don't know about you guys, but my Marvel skins locker on Fortnite goes super fucking hard. I've got them all. Yup. Well, and I'll tell you what. Listen, I'll tell you what. My lexicon and my phrasing has always been a little unique. I grew up in a very British household. My stepdad was Australian, the way I was raised, and uh, you know, as a general rule, I've always been a writer. And so what I will say is that especially early on in the days of like Avengers Endgame, like because at that point the community was really small on YouTube, it was very obvious when people would repeat me. So that's kind of what gave me my own red flag of being like, you can pick that up, especially considering there's not that many of us. So it's just depends dispensing time. Oh man. Like my room, thanks a lot. I got to interview Kyle Solar today and for Andor and Audrey Arjona too for Andor, who was in Morbius. And she was, you guys will see when I post the clip for the interview, she was quite taken back by the room. She said the room was the most beautiful thing she'd ever seen. I'm inclined to agree with her. So You subscribed around Endgame? Yeah, it's been a long time. Somebody commented on one of my Endgame videos. It's is Kang the villain in Avengers Endgame? It's like a throwback video from 2019, so it's close to 4 years old at this point. And someone commented today on it. This didn't age well, so I clicked it to go watch one of my older videos. And I got to be honest, I didn't nail it, but man, the video actually wasn't that far off. I was talking about how Black Knight definitely wasn't in that film, but he would definitely be in a future film while he was an Avenger. It wouldn't make sense for him to show up there, but definitely in the next phase, going in and linking up with the Celestials. And then I said, which ended up being right on. We didn't even know we were going to get an Eternals movie back then. And then I said that, King probably wouldn't show up because he's not the type of villain that you put him in one movie and you defeat him in one movie. So wherever he shows up, he's going to be a multi-film, multi-feature villain in 2019. I was like, so the guy was like, hey, this video didn't hold up well. I was like, man, I don't know if it didn't hold up well. I think I actually felt like it held up pretty well. Everything always. Can't wait to see Daredevil tonight. I don't know if Daredevil's going to be in the episode tonight. It's either going to be tonight or next week. So one of the two. What do you think the future of Marvel is? Is it going to fail? I mean, here's the thing, Zuad. Sharif. Okay, I hate to equate these two things because they are vastly different, but like I've got some friends in a small band you guys might know called the Imagine Dragons, and I equate Marvel with the Imagine Dragons, okay? While neither of them may currently be at their peak or at their height of past victory and success, or however you want to come, when you're the biggest brand or one of the biggest brands in whatever you do in media, okay, you're just going to have the most haters because there's haters everywhere. And the truth is that if you're not somebody, all of those haters can't disperse their hate on a bunch of unknown people. So like as you make your way to the top, the haters are going to be there. Look, if it wasn't Marvel, if this was flip-flopped right now and DC was on top and Marvel was on the bottom, you'd have a ton of haters for DC just the same. Look at Star Wars. Doesn't really have a sci-fi comparison. Anybody who would say that Star Trek and Star Wars are still comparable, they're living in a different age. And Star Wars has a ton of haters. You know what I mean? So like I feel like when you get to the top of media, no matter what field you're in, it's easy to say they have nothing but haters because it's just a bunch of white noise. And so fail, I wouldn't know what failure would look like because Disney and Marvel's failing would be success for like 99 other media brands, right? So what does that even mean? What does that even mean? You guys agree? Star Wars is hate central. Oh my god, Pope, it's insane, dude. It's insane, dude. The haters in Star Wars are just like I don't even understand. I'm like, why even like it then? Like it's like 100%. Both Star Trek and Star Wars, I agree. I love them both too, but they're not operating in the same version. They're not operating in the same place in the zeitgeist. You know what I mean? Marvel could have so many bombs and it still literally be okay. I mean, Aaron, I would argue Marvel's had some bombs and they're still doing fine. And I mean it. Whatever failing for Disney and Marvel would look like would be like seriously would be a benchmark of their best year at like 99 other percent of the film houses out there. Although I will say, I mean, facts are facts, right? If you had told me even a year and a half ago that a Top Gun reboot would double Thor 4's box office, I would have had a hard time seeing that, especially as much as people loved Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi, and it did. It did. Top Gun doubled it up. So, it is what it is. Got to call it what it is. Have I seen the Rings of Power? Yeah, I got to be honest. I've watched all 3 episodes of Ring of Power. I really like some parts of it. I really right now I'm really feeling Game of Thrones a little bit more. Uh, but I'm a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, so I'm gonna wait for the whole series to come out because it's a little bit different. It's easy to say haters when people criticize bad films or TV shows. Well, the Hulk, no, it's not. And let me explain the difference. All right, if you're a hater, that is hide user on chat. I'm gonna hide you first, so you can't respond to this. If you're a hater, that describes you as in the verb, the action of hating. You can criticize bad films. You can also be called a hater. You can be right in your criticizing. You can be wrong in your criticizing. But I would argue, since art is not objective, it's actually subjective, hating on it's pointless anyway. Because whether or not you find people who agree with you or want to argue with you, the actual verb of hating is still true, it's still apropos, right? And it's completely worthless to say, well, I'm just criticizing a bad film because it was bad and I've never been able to get anybody's attention. So obviously, I got to come out here and make some bad comments. And then finally people respond to me. Yeah, but you're still a hater. You could be completely right in what you're hating on, but you're still a hater. Hate to tell you, man. It's okay. Go ask your mom or your dad. They'll explain it. And if you haven't figured it out by now, there's probably not any hope for you. So too many wannabe critics. Also, here's the other thing about art creation, and I am one of the first people to forget this. So let me not point any fingers without calling myself out too. But right, because of the nature of how art is consumed, people make something. A song is a perfect example. You hear said song and you either like it or you don't. You don't even have to describe why you do. You either like it or you don't, right? The person who put all the time into writing that song wants you to like their song, but they made their artistic choices based on taste. And once it hits you, you don't go, oh, you know what? I don't like this song, but I'm going to try to like it because the person who wrote it put a lot of time into it. And so the person who writes it, i.e., or the director, the writer on a movie, someone who's an actor, they're doing that art, but their job isn't to make you like it. And if you don't, I can't really say it's their fault either, because you just have artists making art hoping some people will like it, knowing not everybody will. So they've just got to do the best art they can, knowing that, some people, well, I call good, some other people may call bad. I will also say it's pretty surprising to me two things. Number one, Morbius is dominating Netflix right now, dominating Netflix. And so for all the people who are just on Netflix being like, what do I want to watch tonight? I want to watch Morbius. And like they're not privy to all of the hate and all of the comments and how it's not connected to the Marvel universe and it's just Sony, but it doesn't. People are just watching Morbius because, hey, it's on Netflix now, I'm going to watch Morbius. They're really enjoying it. I'm not making this up. They're not making it up. They're not like, let's pretend we like this movie. No, they're just like, yo, I'm going to stick Morbius on Netflix. And they're liking it. So it's weird. It's weird to me too that like context of this matters. Like the community context matters, right? Because maybe Morbius didn't have a chance because enough of the people in the community who decided it was bad first soured the rest of the people in the community not to give it a chance, right? Art is such a weird thing, especially when it is prescribed onto popularity. So like pop music, pop movies, pop culture. It's a very weird thing. Yo, Christopherus, thanks for the 269. The man says daddy. All right, bro. Interesting number you chose there. Yeah, but art being prescribed onto pop culture, so whatever you call it, pop music, intrinsically the artist makes the art and wants to connect with people and wants them to like it. And intrinsically, when people consume art, they either do or don't like it without any feelings towards the artist. If they don't like it, they're like, that's crap, you made shit. If they do like it, they're like, yo, I love you. But really, when they hear the song or they see the movie or they see you don't watch Morbius and think Jared Leto's doing a terrible job acting, but be like, but it's Jared Leto, and then separate Jared Leto from the act. You know what I'm saying? You just see it and be like, this is shit acting. I don't like this, or I love this. This is great acting. But you don't go into it and be like, oh, it's Jared Leto acting. So that's not how it works when we consume art. So to me, it's always interesting that people think that there's like this space that exists in between the maker and the consumer when really it's just art doing that on both ends. All right, enough conversation about that. I've had a long time to think about it. Did I just see Top Gun sucked? I just saw Top Gun a couple of days ago and I really liked it. Do you guys like Top Gun? I really enjoyed it. Maybe I'm old. I was born in the 80s, so I can age myself here. I really liked Top Gun. I liked the remake. I thought it was good, man. MODOK is Darren Cross. It certainly looks like that. Top Gun was great, man. I like the remake. Yeah. Matt Smith would make a good Thrawn. Interesting. He has the head shape for it, right? What point do you think Galactus will get introduced? He will be the Phase 789 Eternity Saga villain. You like Morbius? It was a movie. Tom Cruise is timeless. Yeah, man does not age. Magic Top Gun was just Star Wars Episode 4. Punisher and Thunderbolts. Don't write any of the characters off Thunderbolts yet. There's a long time between now and when that movie comes out. Top Gun was the best military propaganda I've seen in years. I'm not really sure it was military propaganda, but I mean, whatever. Secret Wars post credits. I want Tom Cruise in Marvel. You never know. Do you actually think Kang wants from Scott? I think Kang wants, I said in the video, I think Kang wants something to do with, I think that version of Kang is trapped in the quantum realm. I think that was what was part of what was being controlled by He Who Remains. And I think while Kang from other multiverses has access to all sorts of things, I think that Kang is stuck in that quantum realm and specifically wants pin particles or whatever tech they've got to get out. That's what I think it's about. And I said that in the video, and that's how I think you keep the multiverse interesting, because it's dangerous, right? Like Rick and Morty, if there's infinite Mortys, he can just keep killing his grandson and it doesn't matter. If there's infinite worlds that count, or a certain number of, they can just keep fucking up and sliding into the next universe and burying themselves in the backyard. The way that you keep stakes is to follow characters that are specific and then give them stakes. So like, there can be multiple versions of Kang, right? But what I think our Kang wants is to escape the quantum realm. Would you date an 8-foot tall superhero? If I was single, I would definitely smash She-Hulk. 100% confirmed, but I'm not single, so no, couldn't do it. Miles Morales, what about him? What do you think about Loki season 2 and the new TVA? I don't think it's necessarily a new TVA. Here's my ultimate theory. I don't want to get too much into it now because it's sort of hard to explain, but I will over next series of videos. I don't think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to keep the rules of time travel the same. I think the only reason that time travel worked the way it did during the Infinity Saga is because there was a sacred timeline. But now that the sacred timeline is smashed, I feel like time travel and its rules are going to change. And since they're going to do that, if it makes any sense, when the rules of time travel change, it means that it allows them to actually start manipulating events. Take it from there, okay? He Who Remains the Nexus event that always happens, where they reset the timeline. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Thanks, D3 Collects. I appreciate it. Everything always. Do you think David Zaslav should completely reboot the entire DCEU? I mean, did everybody see the Snyder Cut? I saw it. What's fucked up to think about is that if Warner Brothers hadn't have messed around and had just let him release that movie, the Snyder Cut, the way he wanted it, without the reshoots and the bullshit. Granted, his daughter did commit suicide, or his son. Either way, he had to leave the project. There were mitigating circumstances all around, right? That movie would have come out before Avengers Endgame. And it's just like, instead, we have this nightmare now. I don't even know what you do. I don't even know if anybody cares anymore. I'll tell you what you don't do. You don't keep making those crap Joker movies. I said it, hot take, don't care. All right, yawn. Now you're making a Joker too. Nobody cares. All right, some people will care. I don't care. It's boring. It's boring crap. So, just me. I don't know. Just me. Maybe you don't agree. Whatever. Black suit Spidey and Secret Wars. 100%. Oh, I mean, they've got the whole storyline now can play out. Reed Richards can blast it right off him. The whole thing. They can do the whole thing now. We can get so many comic book accurate stories in Phase 5 and 6 now. It is unbelievable. Spider-Man in the first Fantastic Four, or Fantastic Four and like the first Spider-Man crossed them over. Mr. Fantastic blasting off the black suit. God King Doom. If they actually do T'Challa's son, he can wield the Infinity Gauntlet. They're setting up Marvel Zombies. That whole storyline can play out. Namor, Illuminati, the whole thing. The whole thing. Hulk versus Wolverine. The list goes on and on and on and on, and we can just get it in the MCU now. Yeah. Avengers vs. Magneto, it's all on the table. What's your opinion on Deadpool 3? I think that, well, okay. Anybody Deadpool readers in the chat? Like, did anybody actually read Deadpool comics? Because Ryan Reynolds' take on Deadpool is not exactly Deadpool from the comics. He was never rated R raunchy. He didn't need to be. The comic books certainly weren't. So I actually think you could keep Ryan Reynolds' entire attitude exactly the same, have him play Daredevil, Deadpool exactly the same, and it not be rated R, and would totally work. It would actually be a little more comic accurate. How about that? Shout out to the comic heads. Yeah, boom, they spoke in art. Shank, thank you. Thank you. Yes, agreed. See, I knew y'all knew. So, Ryan Reynolds plays in one way, but Marvel Zombies, the action, I'd pass out. Y'all know that about Secret Wars. I just talked about this in a video. I think I just talked about this on Ryan Coogler directing Secret Wars, that the way that Jonathan Hickman's later run ends is T'Challa grabbing an Infinity Gauntlet. Well, he goes to Sanctum Sanctorum. There's a hologram there of Doctor Strange. He's with Namor. Doctor Strange is like, you can do this. I left you some items. He gets a teleport door because that's not a power that Black Panther has. So they're like, here's some plot armor. Now you can teleport wherever you need in Battle World. And here's a fully loaded Infinity Gauntlet. So he goes and harnesses an army of Marvel zombies and then leads them against God King Doom. And I'm like, yo, are we going to get to see that? All of this stuff is set up. Literally, they have just gone all the way now. So, yeah, Ryan Reynolds' take on Deadpool should be rated R under Disney. Man, we'll see. I definitely think that a majority of the demographic that's still watching Marvel movies is well over the age to watch rated R films now. So, I don't know. Ant-Man moving around and we get to peak of Marvel Zombies. How will they explain Black Panther's death in Black Panther 2? I mean, why hate on the Joker movie? Because I didn't like it. Because it felt old and tired. Why? How will they explain Black Panther's death in Black Panther 2? I mean, honestly, you want to not recast T'Challa? You want to pay him tribute? Why can't cancer exist inside the MCU like it does outside of the MCU? And of course, I know technically in MCU canon, Wakanda's medical advancements are supposed to be what they are. But I mean, Jane Foster was dying of cancer in Thor: Love and Thunder. So, I mean, if you want to honor him, I don't know, to me, but we'll see. Still yet to be seen how they're going to handle that. So, didn't post about the new Black Panther clip, though. I think Warren and a couple other people did, though. So Chibiero, before I ban you, says, do you ride Marvel and say everything they do is good, even if you don't think so, because they hook you up with red carpet premieres? Well, I'm going to hide you on the channel so you can't say stuff like that again. No, man, you actually have not watched some of my recent reviews because I absolutely killed Miss Marvel. So I don't know, man. Seems you need to watch more of my content. Did you see the PG-13 KOTB Deadpool 2? I did not. What's your thoughts on how will they bring in Ghost Rider? I actually know a little bit about that, so I'm not going to talk about it. Theory for a different video. How about that? Man, She-Hulk is sexy. Agree. Will you ever rock the Iron Man suit? I will actually be wearing the Mark III for... we actually wearing the Mark III for Halloween. Yeah, Nancy Drew, that video actually came down. But yes, almost 200,000 views for me panning that. Hey, there were some really bad episodes, guys. There were. All in all, I liked how it wrapped, and I love Iman Vellani, but there were some really bad episodes in Miss Marvel. There just were. What do you want? Don't have to tell you. Mid at best. Michael, do you think that Daredevil? Oh, you're being sarcastic because I remember you were there for the watch party. I remember you were there. Yeah. Okay. Are you going to get the Iron Man? Are you going to get Iron Fist? Are they going to get Iron Fist in the MCU? Yes. Yes, they are. Ever bring Darkhawk in the MCU? Yes, they are. Remember being so excited to see your Avengers Endgame theory videos after school? That was a different time and place, man. I was learning how to YouTube. I had a really, really shitty computer with like a headset with a microphone. Those were the days, dude. Those were the days. I didn't know any industry insiders. Everything was new and interesting. Yeah. Please, Lord, be Shang-Chi 2. There's definitely going to be a Shang-Chi 2. Rumored to be called The Wreckage of Time. It made it this time. Rachel, welcome. Rated R Thunderbolts, anyone? Yeah, that'd be fun. I think Thunderbolts are going to be fun anyway. Miss Marvel's aunt and her is the worst written thing. You mean Najma and the whole Noir thing? Yeah, it was some elements of that show are fucking tough. Fucking real tough. It's tough. It's just tough. What are you gonna do? Doctor Doom and Black Panther certainly look so. They shouldn't recast IMO Iron Fist. Oh, your man's getting your man's getting recast, bro. The Thunderbolts of the Dollar Tree Avengers. Hey, more like $1 million Tree Avengers. Great, Arizona. Hell yeah, man. I was very bummed by Love and Thunder, and then I realized Ragnarok worked well. YTD just directed it, didn't write it. Yeah, I don't think Love and Thunder was Watiti's best work, and I actually rather liked it the first time I saw it, but since I've watched it a couple of times, it has sort of fallen in the rankings for me. I have no problem with them making Little Mermaid, Ariel, or any other fictional character, any race that they want. It's absolutely, it's fucking fiction. I think her voice is more important, and she sounds like Ariel to me. So I also don't care. It's a Little Mermaid movie. It's not for you or me. It's not. I mean, it's okay if you want to watch it. It's for whoever wants to watch it, but it's not. It's not for me. It's not. Demonetized. Fuck. Take my money away. I don't do this one for the money, guys. So they're definitely demonetized now. I might have been able to slide through that profanity filter a couple of times, but the fuck with the middle fingers, that's gonna get you every time. Demonetized. All right. You're gonna be watching She-Hulk and stream. I'm gonna watch it here while you watch it home, and we watch together. But I will not be streaming it to the screen. No, Haley Bailey just said she wanted to play Storm. Yeah, YouTube wants to know your location. They're like, excuse me, sir. Do you watch Rick and Morty? Of course I do. I love Rick and Morty. I honestly, if I didn't think it would hurt my algorithm and I thought more of you guys would watch it, which I know it'll do both of those, more of you guys won't watch it and it will hurt my algorithm, so I will not post on it. I would love to do Rick and Morty breakdowns because I think that's a show that's actually worth doing breakdowns for. A lot of subtle nuance, always chalk ton of metaphor. And I feel like a lot of people watched last season's finale about what the infinite finite curve actually was and didn't get it. Just like, Jesus. I think there's a reason there's no superheroes around to 2001 in the MCU. There have been the whole time. Remember? They've been establishing this now, right? So. All right, guys, go ahead and episode should be live in about 5 minutes. So go ahead and open up whatever window you're going to watch it on. So once it goes live, we can kick it off. What do you think of Beta Ray Bill? He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. I am very, very deeply concerned we don't have a place to introduce him now, though. Here's $2. Who do you want for the Fantastic Four? I want John Krasinski back, and then I don't care. You'd watch Rick and Morty breakdowns? Matthew, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I mean, if you're, I mean, you got to get banned at the channel, man. If you know, Brian, if we're floating out shit like that, you gotta. We gotta. What's your take on Madison? I would not be surprised. Madison, Mephisto. They both have 8 letters. What if Madison is Mephisto? Mephisto confirmed. Thoughts on Doom before Fantastic Four? Probably going to show up in Black Panther, right? Seems legit. Hey guys, I'm going to step into my office real quick, and I'm not actually sure, but I'll be right back. Open up Disney Plus and get ready. We're going to kick this off in a minute. Thoughts on Sam Rockwell as Justin? I love Justin Hammerback. He's one of my favorite characters. Dude, Lamar, thanks for the $5. Not only is he one of my favorite characters, Iron Man 2, one of my favorite Marvel films of all time. Fucking ship it. I love Iron Man 2 so much. I rewatch it all the time. Shit is hilarious. More Madison. I don't think we're going to get that character back. 100% about to smoke. Man, come on. Do I look like the type of guy to you that would smoke? I mean, just a bunch of grown ass people hanging out watching a She-Hulk TV show. Does that sound like the kind of thing that you smoke for? I mean, listen. All right. Just because the She-Hulk's green doesn't mean I'm smoking green. All right. Those are heavy accusations. I'm about to step into my office. I'm about to step into my office over there. It's an office. Those are some pretty heavy acquisitions, man, that you've levied on me. Honestly, I thought Madison was going to turn out to be sin. Maybe it's illegal. Man, your room is so cool. Thank you very much. It's yeah, it's pretty lit in here. Not gonna lie. Where did I get my Iron Man suit? My Mark III is the Bruce Hansing Mark III. So this was pre all of these guys who are 3D printing them. Bruce Hansing is a Hollywood legend. He worked on RoboCop, Alien movies. He hand carved each one of those pieces to that Mark III in clay and then cast it all in fiberglass, the same way you would do at a Hollywood prop shop. And it is about as close as you can get to like what Robert Downey Jr. would have worn. He made them in Europe, so and he won't tell anybody how many he made, and he didn't make many of them, and a lot of them didn't make it to the United States. So I got it. I got it when El Fett, who is a friend of mine and a legendary cosplay guy, sold his. All right, guys, the episode is live. Mean Green and Straight Poured into These Jeans is live. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. Then we're going to press play and watch it together. Aaron Quinn. Thought if Krasinski returns as maker for the Secret Wars, he can't be the main universe. Read, well, hey, maybe you're right. You feel like the Harfoots take you out of the rings of power? So I'm going to say something totally blasphemous right now, and I don't care before we press play. This footage is going to exist forever. I probably shouldn't say it. Yeah, maybe I fast forward those parts when I watch it. Maybe. So I might not know what's going on there. He's Gandalf. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. It's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for. All right. Let's go ahead and press play. I'm gonna count down. They're like, my girlfriend comes down the other day and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm skipping this part." She's like, "Have you already seen this?" I was like, "No, but I don't care." All right, we're gonna count down and press play. Care about the Harfoots at all? Not even a little bit. Can't even pretend that I do. All right, I'm here for knights and wizards and goblins and orcs and rings of power and elves. And did I tell you knights and wizards? Okay, I'm not here for that other shit. All right, I'm here for pointy hats and metal. And all right, we're counting down from 10. We're pressing play. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wizards. We don't skip the previously on. Stop with your acquisitions. No sound, buddy. You must be confused. We all pressed play together. It's in the Marvel cut screen right now at 1 minute and 5 seconds if you want to watch along, but I'm not streaming it for you. One pair per customer for the Iron Man 3s. One to rock and one to stock. It's true, though. The drip broker. The drip broker. Oh, who drives a smart car? Jeez. Oh, superhero clothing business. Yeah, wait, what? Get out of here. Not as good looking as this dude. The dude playing Pug? Yeah. Oh, it's Avengers. Avengers. Oh, you don't like Avengers? We got Avengers. She-Hulk in The Office, the CGI is terrible, but it was done by a different place than all the other She-Hulk. So My eyes are prying through all of the background here, trying to find other costumes. Black one is interesting right there on the torso, but that looks just like regular plate, just like um something tells me this may be all this episode is. Lawyer show. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. called this. Called that. It's gonna cause her to have like an other. She's gonna cause her to have like an identity thing that she didn't start with. Calling that. She was just talking. That's weird. She broke the fourth wall out loud. She's doing it again. Weird. Weird. Yes! Damn! Daredevil helmet! Let's go! Daredevil helmet! Let's go! I'm trying to skip to the post credit if there is one. Is there no post credit? No post credit scene? Damn, I thought they all had a tag. It does not appear to be a tag scene. Was there a shield helmet on the table? Let's check. I don't know where you saw shield folder. I'm looking. I see some 3D printers. Oh, his suit is sticking out. His suit's sticking out to the right. It is. It is sticking out. Let's go. Yeah, the last scene's really the teaser. You're right. The last scene's really the teaser. His suit's sticking out as well. I'm trying to see if I can get the tag. Right when he puts the helmet in the right as he walks past the rack as he's putting his helmet in the basket, you can see the suit sticking out of the thing. Yep, the combat suit's going to be the extra one, the white and purple. Yeah, it was it definitely felt like a mid-season episode. Like kind of like a filler sort of meets mid-season thing, you know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know what I pray for? I pray that they change these release hours from the middle of the morning to fucking anything else. Especially when we have Daredevil for 18 episodes. I don't know how I'm going to go 4 months in a row staying up till 4 in the morning and then having to break down the episodes after that. Shit is just brutal. Yeah, it was filler. Kind of like a filler episode. For sure. Definitely felt like slightly a filler episode. Cool reveal, though. I mean, I'm based on the East Coast, so it's 3:30 a.m. for me here. The old suit for Daredevil. I'm a big fan of the I'm a big fan of the Shadowlands Daredevil, which I have actually sitting right here. I have my Shadowlands Daredevil right here. Famous last words for sure. He needs to be dusted. But I got my Shadowlands Daredevil sitting like literally right here. Your man's is a little dusty for sure. Your man's is a little dusty. He needs to be dusted, but whatever. This is the suit I want to see for the record. I think this is the best. I think this is clearly the best one. IMO. So, can I get a happy birthday? Yo, Bobby Castro, happy birthday, man. Filler Titania backstory, yeah. Roy Brown, there were 2 studios that did the CGI for She-Hulk. They were divvied up. A lot of the She-Hulk that's in the office, all the office scenes, is one studio. Obviously, the inferior studio. Yeah, this is very, to me, like very Daredevil. Yeah, I feel like this would have been awkward tagged into a different episode, though. Will Daredevil twerk next episode? Probably not. Titania's a real character. Doctor Doom gives her powers in the comics as a prelude to the first Secret Wars. Real character. Is the helmet yellow? Yes. Cyclops sneakers. What are you talking about? Some Cyclops sneakers. Deadpool and the Thing shoes in the credit illustrations. Yo, for real? Are you for real? What? Shield file on She-Hulk's desk at 2543. Okay. All right, hold on. Wait. You guys are saying that there's an actual Thing Easter egg here? For real? All right, timestamp that. Timestamp that. I'll bite. I mean, I don't necessarily believe you, but I'll bite. Let's see. Here we go. You're saying in the post credit scene, Deadpool shoes. The fuck? I mean, in the illustrations. Yeah, what's going on, man? Thanks for the $5. I'm looking at these post credit illustrations. Someone said there's Deadpool shoes. Avengers. Upper right hand corner. In the illustrations or I'm not seeing it. I don't understand what I'm missing here. You guys just trolling me? I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. 25-28. All right. Sneakers. All right. I see Thing sneakers. I see Cyclops sneakers. I see Hercules sneakers. I don't see Deadpool sneakers. So I see Thing sneakers. I see. Are those supposed to be like. Those look like Green Goblin sneakers. I see Nova sneakers. So where's the Deadpool? You guys see? I don't know where you see Deadpool sneakers at. Below Cap sneakers. Top right for Deadpool. Top right, I'm looking. I see Thing. I see Thing. Top right, I see Thing. I don't see Deadpool. Top right by her head. Oh, is this a different scene? I see the top right by her head. Oh my god. Yo, how did they put this in the fucking show? How the fuck did they get away with putting this in the show? Yeah, that 3 logo looks like the Eternals. Right? So I see starting from left to right, top to bottom. Not sure what the green and yellow ones are, but below that and to the right, there's the Thing, there's Cyclops, there's Nova, and there's definitely Deadpool right over her shoulder. Now, guys, here's the thing. How in the world did this get into the show? Because the people who were working on this show knew that those characters are not in the MCU yet. The green and yellow and red are Vision. The green, yellow, and white in the top left, I'm not sure. Easter eggs aren't necessarily canon. Siggy, I don't, as someone who does this every day for a living, I don't even know what that means. That's way too, Easter eggs aren't canon. I mean, technically they have the rights and they can put references like this in there. But what I'm saying is that he wouldn't have a Cyclops shoe unless Cyclops was in the MCU. He wouldn't have a Thing shoe unless they knew what the Thing was in canon. Do you see what I'm saying? So Moon Knight bottom right. I see Hercules. Oh, here we go. Here's a really good look at it. Oh, here we go. Here's the full one. I was in between frames. Yeah. Wow. Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Black Panther, Hercules, Green Goblin, Thing, Captain America, Deadpool, Galactus. Is that Galactus all the way up at top? The pink and purple? Ghost Rider sneakers next to Nova. Where do you see Ghost Rider sneakers? Sentinel. Your man's right. Your man's right. Those top shoes are definitely Sentinel shoes. Yeah. Are those doctors? Are the white, blue, and are the white, blue, red, and yellow ones top left? Are those Doctor Strange with like the fork in it? What's that symbol? And then next to those on the left, are those Juggernauts? The brown with the red rib in the middle, is that a Juggernaut shoe? Who's below Deadpool? That's a great question. Maybe those are Vision sneaks. White Vision. Those are Doctor Strange. Strange, right? Those are Doctor Strange. All right. Somebody said Silver Surfer. I don't know about those being Silver Surfer shoes. Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Nova, Black Panther, Cyclops, Vision, Green Goblin. So who are okay? Wait. Who's got the M scar? Bishop. Dude, they've got Bishop shoes on here. They've literally got Bishop shoes. Dude, right next to Hulk, that's Bishop with the M with the M scar. Right? Isn't that Bishop? Hold on. Bishop's the one who had the M scar over his eye, isn't it? Yes. Those are Bishop. Yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Brown, Fantastic Four. I think the brown ones are Juggernauts. Yeah. Where do we think are Gambits? No, the brown and the brown with the red look like the Juggernaut scheme to me. I don't see a Gambit scheme in here. No, the blue, the yellow, white, the little trident looking sign. That's Doctor Strange. Okay, those are definitely Electros. The Namor one is above him, the flesh tone ones with the scally. Yeah. Damn, dude. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. What are you talking about? You want to go to 21? Hold on. The best time frame for this is 21, 25, 29. Actually not. It's the frames at 25, 29. Shows you all of the sneakers. Ghost Rider chain shoe. Yeah, yeah, I see it. Yo, this was lit. These sneakers are the coolest thing in the episode, man. Other than the Daredevil costume, the fact that they just straight shouted out all these characters in a Marvel show. Moon Knight for sure. 3 yellow dots above the Iron Man speaker. Isn't that the Eternal symbol? Is the angled logo of the Scarlet Spider? Yeah, there's definitely the Spider-Man shoes there. Are the red and white? Could the red and white ones be Alpha Flight? They're the only Marvel team I can think of that's red and white primarily. Oh, you think Nova's got the yellow pattern and the other ones are Miss Marvel shoes? Yeah, Nova's got that. Nova's got the 3. Is Nova the one with the 3 yellow things? And then the other one's the Captain Marvel shoes I always think of. Oh, it could be Falcons. Yes, those are definitely Falcon sneakers. You're right. They are. Triple yellow's Nova. The one above the thing's supposed to be Wolverine. Maybe. Because the one next to that just has an X on it, like X-Men. Those could be Wolverines. Yeah. Could be Guardian. Yeah, it could be Guardian. The Galactus ones, I think that's Sentinel ones. And then underneath the yellow, the white, and the green, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which either. I'm not sure which that one is, and I'm not sure what the purple and green ones are next to that. Colossus. Next to Wolverines are Colossus. I don't see it. Maybe Storm. Yeah, it's definitely an X-Men costume of some kind. With the red spade? I don't know, man. Episode was mid. X's and Weapon X? Yeah, it's definitely like X-Men or whatever. Mind blown. Stretched out like Reed Richards, the big red spade gambit. I don't know. The green, yellow, and white ones are a question. The all yellow ones are a question. The yellow and green ones, just the yellow and green. Yeah, these couple of these middle ones are a question for sure. Yeah, the shoes are definitely more interesting than the episode. They definitely fill in the color quite a bit in 2531. Yeah, okay, I see the spade now in the top left-hand corner. Yeah, maybe that is Gambit. Oh, and then they've got some orange and blue ones down here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's meant to, if we're even meant to be able to figure out which each one of these are. What are the all yellow ones? That's a really good question. Elijah Bradley, we're looking at 2531. Nikki and Pug are in a shoe store. He's holding the Iron Man 3s, and behind him are a bunch of Marvel shoes calling out characters that are not in the MCU, like Bishop, Thing, Cyclops, Deadpool. Yeah, it's about as real as it gets. Shocker, all yellow? Maybe, yeah. Craven on Pug's right. No, on Pug's right. I'm pretty sure that's Juggernaut top left. And then if you're talking about on his right on the screen, that looks like Namor. Or are those Hercules shoes? I actually think they're Namor now. Cyclops. We see Cyclops. Could be like Charles Xavier, yeah. Batman slipper on the bottom. No, that's Black Panther, my friend. Dr. Doom next to Wolverine. Maybe. Yes. Those are Dr. Doom. Good job. You're right. You're right. Those are definitely Wolverine. I mean, I can't see them very well, but like it's like blue and yellow, right? So we've got Sentinel, Doom, Bishop, Green Goblin, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Moon Knight. Then there's a green and white one. I don't know who that is. Green, yellow, and white is Rogue? I don't think so. They look like Doctor Doom because that looks like Metal Under Night. Bucktown, thanks for the $2. Not Sentinel, Hawkeye? Hawkeye, pink and... Okay, maybe. I don't think it's Captain Marvel. It looks like his little yellow, like... We were talking about the Daredevil tees, man, for quite a while. Magneto, I've seen... I think it's Sentinel colors to me. But could be Hawkeye. Under Deadpool, what are you saying? Definitely Electro. Oh, the blue and brown ones are for sure the Thing. Could be Silver Surfer. Yep, could be definitely Silver Surfer. Original Wonder Man into the Thing. That kind of looks like Vision. America Chavez instead of Captain America, maybe. What's up, Dennis? Shatterstar. Shatterstar shoes, maybe you're right. Yeah, it's got to be Ghost Rider shoes. Yoda's meme hut, dude. How do you even have the time and energy for this shit, bro? Like, who in the world are you? Dude, your mom doesn't even love you. Frogman. I don't think I have any Marvel shoes. I don't really have a lot of Marvel attire, to be totally honest. I did get I finally caved when I was at Comic-Con, I got an Avengers Citizen watch. Although I'm probably not going to wear it. I figured I should get one. But I really don't have a lot of... Cyclops shoes are clean. Yeah, the Cyclops look like those Nike Air Max, don't they? Air Max. They look like those Nike Air Max that were like 20 grand shoes, bro. I have some arcade that have some Marvel graphic tees, but like not a lot. Not a lot of stuff I like. I have some like cheap shit. Like I need to get some merch. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everything always merch. I'm working on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanos' boots, the yellow ones. The boots. Boots. All right, I love you guys. Keep that. All right, I love you guys. This was really fun. Daredevil next week. Have a great night. I'm going to bed. Shoe scene's cool. All right, I love you all. See you next one. Peace.